Okay, YouTube. It's my time to shine because past episodes we let this man jkidd lead us off, but now it's my turn to lead the charge. I am the cheesecake man, and to my left or right, depending, I have no idea, is my boy jkidd. We are the CommonHeads podcast. Our co-host S Fanks is probably getting some Z's, I would assume, because otherwise he would be here with us right now. Probably, but today we got a special guest, one of my homeboys from the PSO2 community, one of the freaking, I honestly think, in my eyes, he's one of the founding leaders of the community, even though this may or may not be true, but I'm look in my eyes, he is, all right? But look, we have none other than my boy, xingkazma. Cosma.
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
What's good, homie, man? Look, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you decided to, join us and, all that fine stuff right there, man. You know what? Like, can you do me a solid?
What's
right? Up? And let's inform not only my homeboy jkidd, but let's inform those that are gonna be watching this on YouTube what it is that you be focusing on in your content. Because I mean, you and I could sit there and go back and forth about PSO2 all day, every day. I mean, I'm barely playing catch up at this point, but let the people know what's up, man. What you be focusing on?
Well, one, I want to thank you guys for, even having me on a podcast, but I really do appreciate it. I know these kinds of things, they take a lot of time and a lot of setup to get done. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to even suggest me coming on. But what I focus on stream, basically, I think of it like this. I tell people, as long as you're here, think of it as we're at my house, but imagine I got a bigger house, right? Yeah. We're all just chilling on the couch, vibing, playing video games. You could be playing with me. You could be playing other video games. We just chatting and talking. I love the JRPG community, MMO community. So I focus a lot on that, building, numbers, story, everything, Final Fantasy, Tales of, PSO, whatever. But at the end of the day, I pretty much play whatever, and I just want to buy it. That's it.
I love it, man. That's the kind of energy that we love over here on these parts, And speaking for me, as a man who's a fan of Final Fantasy and the Tales of series, I mean, I don't want to sit there, hey man, Tales of Arise, September. Y'all don't know, man. Me and my boy Cosma here, we ready for this, man. We trumping at the bit to get our hands on this game. Y'all don't understand, man. JRPGs is in our goddamn DNA. All right. Like, man, but so what have you been up to lately, man? Because I know, like, I've been popping in and out of your streams. I've been lurking and stuff, but what you been focusing on lately? I mean, have you been doing the PSO2 content? Have you been focusing on other things? I mean, because I can sit here and tell you all day, every day, what I've been doing, other than playing Pokemon Unite, it has officially taken over my life, by the way. Like,
it's so good. Pokemon Unite is so good. Let me just say that. It's so good. By the way, S-Fangs, thank you for joining us.
Yes!
No one said I'm sorry, you didn't tell me where we're gonna be. I was waiting for a phone call.
Welcome to the podcast. It's a good place. It's okay.
I know,
right? Welcome, S-Fangs.
How you doing?
There goes our co-host right here, S-Fangs. This man has arisen from beyond the bed sheets. I'm just playing, but anyway,
from beyond the fucking Genshin layers that he's been.
Yes, this man has been out there letting me know this man's getting 4 to 5-star artifacts and just making sure that I know that he's out here getting better artifacts. Now, mind you, I haven't really been playing Genshin like that because, again, Pokemon Unite has officially taken over my life. Yes, I can't really seem to put it down. Like, I've been sitting here making video after video after video. And, I mean, hell, let the record show. I mean, I got like 3 videos up so far. I'm about to work on another one today.
Yeah. We got all of that stuff. Thank goodness S-Fangs is back. But I have a question. I have a question for King Cosmo. I do have a question for King Cosmo. Listen, bro, we can honestly talk about the games that you obviously focus on. Like, whoever knows you, they know the games that you focus on, correct? But I want to know the origin story.
Yes, give us the background.
I want the origin story of King Cosmo. Let's bring it back.
Sheesh. Well, before the identity crisis, I used to be known as Kagami 5525, and when I first started streaming, man, actually a really crazy story. When I first started streaming, I had purchased Dragon Ball Xenoverse, very first one. a week before release. And it wasn't for the views or anything like that. I actually had no idea what Twitch was when I got the game. But it was always something I wanted to do. I used to play like all the anime games back in the day, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, Dragon Ball Radiant Blast, whatever. I would be like top of the leaderboard. I always thought, like, I always hated YouTube. I was like, I can never make a YouTube video, but I want to do this live. I never knew what this was until then. So I purchased the game. Me and my friend, we put up 50-50 so we could play Dragon Ball Xenoverse. And he had to work day of release. So he says, hey man, there's this little app on PlayStation 4. It's called Twitch. This is me right out of high school, mind you. And he says, hey, if you play it there, I can come watch you play it live. So I'm like, why not? Screw it, let's do it. So I started playing, and right in the middle of the tutorial, 300 views. I'm like, what's going on? What's happening?
Nice.
Am I being viewed by it? Like, am I being punked or something? I didn't know what was happening. Then as I'm going through, I'm just enjoying the game. I'm trying to figure stuff out. Everything's in Japanese. And I'm talking with people, testing things out and everything. And next thing you know, it's 1,200 people in my chat.
Wow.
First stream ever. Never knew what it was like. And it just became something like over the first week of streaming that I started to love. I started falling in love with it. I was like, hold up, this whole world that I've been wanting to do for years, and it's been right here the whole time. So ever since then, been just gaming, playing. I used to be crazy in the Xenoverse. Did a couple of stuff for Naruto, and since then I've just been lugging it, man. Just nothing but streaming anime games and games, RPGs, JRPGs since then. And just trying to find my place on Twitch. And I don't think I found it yet, but I'm getting there slowly. And that's pretty much the origin story.
Oh, wow.
I want to go ahead and take over. I'm gonna take over real quick because
yes, sir.
I actually can share that little bit of insight that you just shared with us, because I too jumped on Dragon Ball Xenoverse when it first came out, early, by the way, because did it on Xbox, by the way. If you know, I'm not gonna share trade secrets because I don't want to sit there and blow nothing up, So allegedly, let's just say I managed to find a way to get on that game early, and same thing happened with me. I went from like 10 people, then jumped up to like 150, and the next thing I know, I got like 1,000 plus, and I'm like, what the F is going on here? Mind you, I'm streaming this on Xbox One, and when this is all going down and stuff, so I mean, and then mind you, the next day, kind of the same thing a little bit here, but it was like a steady 3. Apparently I got into a little bit of Twitch beef, my first ever Twitch beef, by the way.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about this. Do I know something about
You
this?
don't
I don't know
know.
about it.
You
Hold on.
You don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
wait.
You didn't
Hold
know.
on. Because
Yeah.
I know I've been rolling with you since almost day one.
Yeah.
For your
Yeah,
Twitch streams. So hold on. Who
Yeah,
the
this was like-
fuck is that guy?
This is like back in like 2014, 2015, I'm assuming, right? So this is like right around when I got my Xbox One, and this was like months after I got the thing.
Okay.
So, I'm sitting there, day 2 of me playing Xenoverse early. The next thing I know, this dude comes into the chat and was like, oh man, you're a fraud. I'm like, okay, so you're accusing me of being a fraud. How am I being a fraud? Well, because 1, you got the game running, 2, you're not that good. I'm like, okay, first off, I never claimed to be good. Secondly, it's like whatever. But you clearly got a chip on your shoulder and you got something to prove. So if you want to go ahead and scrap, I mean, by all means, we can do this. But at the same time, it's like, I got nothing to gain from this, So if you win, then let's do this. I mean, cool, congratulations. But,
Right.
so it went from a 1v1 to a 2v2. So luckily for me, I had a viewer in my chat. He's like, man, no, I'm not going to let you fight this by yourself. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do the damn thing. So yeah, we ended up scrapping. The dude barely fucking won, and he proceeds to talk shit. I'm like, bruh, are you kidding me, man? Like,
Bro, ain't that the worst? They barely fucking win.
Like, you barely got the win, but it's like the way you was talking, you was gonna free me up, but you barely beat me though. So I mean, I guess, it is what it is, man. So I'll let you have it. Like I said, I got nothing to gain from this, but you clearly do. You the one with the chip on your shoulder, not me. But hey, it is what it is, man. Like I said, my first ever Twitch beef, and I'm like, man, look, I mean, I ain't seen the dude, I ain't heard from the dude since after that stuff happened. And I would think to this day, this dude, I mean, because this man was talking about, man, look, man, I'll beat this dude, man. Look, if I beat him, man, come on over to my stream. Like, bro, all right. So, mind you, next day after this happened, go to this man's stream. 1. I'm gonna leave it to your imagining to figure that out.
That's
but he only had one person. All that shit he was talking, I'm like, okay, bro, whatever, man. You over here just mad at me because I'm sitting here.
That one person was the tag team partner that fought you that day.
Yeah.
My man hit with the emails. Hop in my stream real quick, bro.
Yeah.
My man was like, yeah, let's go somewhere else. Yeah. What the fuck?
You know what I found really funny? That whole community, I'm so glad I got out when I did. And I'm glad you got out of that too.
Yes.
What a lot of people won't tell you, unless you're someone who's like extremely famous to where they can't trash talk you.
Right.
The majority of the Dragon Ball community are just people who want to see you fail and they want to be the ones to do it. It's a lot of trash talk. It's so much trash talk.
Crazy.
It's funny.
And it's crazy because it's spilled into the Dragon Ball mobile community and shit. Because a lot of motherfuckers that are playing Dragon Ball Legends or Dokkan Battle and shit, I mean. And before we even get to Dokkan Battle, let me backtrack to Legends, because Legends is the only goddamn mobile Dragon Ball game with PvP and shit. And motherfuckers are like, man, look, I'll free your ass up with, such and such and such. I'm like, and mind you, Cosmo, I'm commenting on Nanogenics' videos back in the past, So I mean, look, if you know who Nanogenics is, then I mean, cool.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, like, I know me and Cosmo know who Nanogenics is. Nanogenics, Rhyme Style, all them cats. Shout out to those dudes, by the way. But I mean, it's like I remember commenting on one of the Nanogenesis videos one day, and this dude clearly was coming at me like sideways. I'm like, bro, I had a simple question. If you wanted to be the one to answer it, cool. But you didn't have to come at me with all this negative energy. But clearly, you got something to prove. So I'm going to keep it a buck and let you know. Look, if you're looking for me to do PvP, first off, I mean, one, I'm not going to do it. Second, it's a mobile game. Third, I don't know if the damn internet is stable enough to fucking do it. So no, we're not doing this, bro. But I mean, again, look, fight somebody on your level, because I don't do PvP in Dragon Ball Legends. I'm only there to collect, and that's it, But I've long since stopped trying to collect shit in that game. So I mean, like, I can understand where Cosmo's coming from when we say that the Dragon Ball community, I mean, some of it's toxic. Don't get it twisted. But there's a good majority of people that are like really positive and really welcoming and shit. But it's kind of hard to kind of like take notice.
That goes with a lot of communities, though.
Oh, yeah,
obviously, you're gonna have the good side,
right.
and then you're gonna have the like straight up toxic side, like. Oh man, because we find ourselves on the good side of most of the communities anyway. We found ourselves on the good side of the Mortal Kombat community when we were playing Mortal Kombat. Street Fighter, mostly. Because we're mostly the ones who are toxic, not towards the people, but towards the game in general.
Yeah, because the game could be better. That's pretty much all it is. The game could be better in terms of like, netcode. The netcode, I mean, CFN to this day is still tripping out. And I mean,
my God.
I still remember, I know y'all remember this too, but I still remember when this dude by himself found a way to make the netcode stable for PC to PC players and stuff. Now, hear me out on this. Instead of, copying that same format, or at least using that as a, as a means to maybe apply that to console, they decide no. Let's just scrub the whole thing, because you guys should be using this. You should be using our shit. We don't want to use your shit, Capcom, because clearly your shit's bugging. Your CFN is tripping. Every time we can have good connection with each other, but every now and then we'll get that last spike or two. And, it'll proceed to, kind of like mess up on our end. We'll probably drop a combo or two, which will, in turn, well, for me, from my perspective, I usually get mad at myself. Oh, shoot.
We
lost him.
Cosmo.
We lost him.
Cosmo. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on,
no.
guys.
Hang on, chat.
We're going to fix this. Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
he's back.
Okay. Let's get him back up in here.
Yeah, let's bring him back in here.
Yeah. Come here, boy.
There we go. All right, Cosmo's back.
I love
There you go.
What
I
happened?
got you back, bro.
I got sent to the Shadow Realm.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
man, they trying to take you down, man. All right, we got another special guest. My dog here. he loves
Kiva's
sitting
here.
in my lap. Yes, Kiva is here.
So what all games do you mainly stream? Is it Final Fantasy and PSO2? Basically all the MMO JRPGs?
So I try to cover as much as I can, but basically I play whatever. I mean, I'll wake up tomorrow and play Sonic Sega All Stars Racing Transformed if I just want to smoke some people online for a minute. But It's whatever I pretty much think about playing. Normally, I try to cover anything I'm genuinely interested in, mainly just to kind of build a rapport for multiple different companies. And although that can be stressful because you end up, creating a backlog for yourself that you'll never finish, it's still kind of fun. So like, huh?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, I agree, because I got a hella big backlog, bro. I mean, bro, look at this, man. So I know I'm not beating this game anytime soon. I am not beating Skyward Sword anytime soon.
Oh, you gotta finish that one, man.
Let me borrow it.
That one.
I have to. That's like my first ever playthrough.
Hey, let me borrow it.
One or the other one.
Man, look, I can't let you borrow that right now. not right now. I gotta keep
good
one.
Because when I get my hands on that game, I'm cracking out on that.
That Legend of Zelda, I gotta say, if it wasn't for the Wii Motion Plus, the battle system would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
Because they tried to focus a lot on it. But when you twist that sword with your Wiimote or with your Joy-Con, when you twist the Joy-Con, he twists the sword in his wrist.
Look, I'm gonna give you
smooth.
What?
I'm going to show you. Like,
it's crazy.
Look, I'm going to tell you, jkidd, but it's one thing for me to tell you, but another for you to experience it. So look, you're playing with the Joy-Con. Yes, you have to play with. You have to.
You don't have to. You don't have to play with the Joy-Con. I found that out.
You don't have to, but it sucks. Controller sucks. I'm telling you right now. I use controller for like the first few days. I'm like, no, this shit sucks. Joy-Cons all over. But when you do that moment when you're pulling the sword up, it's like, bro, I'm living that shit. I'm like, yo, that's me. Like, that's me right there pulling that shit up and doing this. Like, yo, let's go. Bro, it's like you are immersing yourself into that shit.
I am.
It is. So crazy.
I am a big fan of Legend of Zelda. It was just so happened that I didn't have the Wii version, so I didn't have a Wii, so I could not play my own playthrough of Skyward Sword. And also, I played through Twilight Princess, but it wasn't mine. It was my friend's, and we both co-opted.
I took turns on the bosses.
Basically. So it was just like,
man.
Yeah, that's the ghetto version of how you get through a game when you don't have the money for it.
Or you don't get your big brother to come beat the level for you if you can't do it.
And that's fair though too, because when Skyward Sword came out, they had that Wii Motion Plus, and you had to pay like $40 extra.
I heard about that.
Damn,
yeah,
really?
you had to pay,
like, what?
You had to pay $100 to play this game. You had to pay $60 for the game, and then another $40 for the Wii Motion Plus. And
I guess I'm just privileged. Just privileged because I found mine at a yard sale for only like $10.
Look at you.
That's lucky.
That's lucky. That's not bad. That's dead ass lucky, bro.
I had to ask my mom on Christmas. I said, "That's all I want. I don't want nothing else. Just that game, that Wii Motion Plus. That's it." I didn't even leave on Christmas. I stayed home for like an extra 5 hours before going to my family's place. So it was like I'm just chopping it up all Legend of Zelda. They came down looking at me play. I'm like, nah, I ain't going nowhere. Y'all good? Me and my underwear. It's 12 o'clock. We supposed to be leaving.
I'm done, bro.
That's the best.
Yeah, so I'm in my drawers, man.
Oh,
like, God.
Shit.
Oh, man, dude. The life of a gamer, bro. So pleasant.
The life of a gamer, dog. Especially the life of a streamer. Now.
Streamer, content creator, constantly keeping up with the trends and the changes and everything else, bro. It is not easy.
It's not easy. But at the same time, I'm usually not one to follow trends in the first fucking place.
Right. You know what, man? I'm gonna go ahead and paraphrase this, but the Black Hokage, if you know him, then cool. But he said that at one point he was always worried about trying to fit in with the crowd, but then he just started making his own way in life. And I'm like, you know what, man? That solidified my motivation and my reasoning to achieve my goals and do what it is I need to do and stuff, because I've never been one to sit there and follow anybody, man. I've always done my own thing, and I know all of us here right now, we've all done the same thing too, man. It's like we don't have to be like everybody else in order for us to make people acknowledge that we are here, And even with me, small YouTube channel and everything else, man, it's like, dude, I'm out here creating things that I'm having fun doing. I'm having fun playing. People are sitting there checking content out, and they actually follow what I'm doing. So yeah, like it's so goddamn cool that we're able to be in this position to do this. That's the thing I'm trying to get at, man. Like, at the end of the day, man, it's like we will benefit more by forging our own path and being trailblazers and stuff like everybody else has done before us, bro. All we got to do is find that one thing that's going to have us sticking out more than everybody else. And once we find that, sky's the limit, bro.
Okay. Oh yeah, most definitely. We all had that same thing. Yo.
He keep banishing my boy to the shadow realm. I'm not liking this.
Why is he being banished?
I need people to stop banishing him to the shadow realm.
We need to get him. I'm
about to get Osiris, the Sky Dragon, bro. I swear.
Cosmo, we're gonna try to find a seatbelt for you.
Yeah, we gotta strap you in. We gotta strap you in, bro. We tired of losing you, man.
It's all good. I apologize, man.
No, you're good. You're good, man. So here's a question I have to ask you right now.
Yes, sir.
Any upcoming titles this year that you're looking forward to other than Tales of Arise? Because I mean, we can sit here and talk.
Yes, sir. It's this cool, real cool game called Tales of Arise. Yeah. I'm kidding, of course.
I don't have to say that. Come on now. Like we both are excited for Tales of Arise, but you did say earlier you in that anime game community and stuff. So I'm going to assume you will be copping Demon Slayer: The Hinokami Chronicles. Oh my God!
Yo,
Discord. We gonna F you up, Discord.
Hey, Discord. We're gonna fight Discord.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fight Discord. Okay. Yeah, and then so Kaz, before
decided to do this another way. What's up?
All right, so Demon Slayer: The Hinokami Chronicles. I know you've seen it.
Yes.
So you will be getting it.
So about that.
Wait. Are we not gonna get it? We not gonna get it?
So I am refusing to buy this one.
Okay. You know what? I was gonna ask you if you were gonna get it, and if you weren't gonna get it, why? Because I really want to know where your stance is on this stuff.
So I have no beef with CC2. CC2 does amazing visual design, especially when it comes to the video games, cutscenes, gameplay wise, all that. The design of the game itself, its mechanics and such, too close to Ultimate Ninja Storm. But the fact that there aren't enough characters in the Kimetsu no Yaiba story so far, I don't really think it's something that's worth spending $70 on.
Yeah, I got you. No, I completely understand where you're coming from on that too. Because I mean, like, I know a lot of people have been saying for the longest time, like, yo, like, where's the demons? I mean, you got all these demon slayers, but you ain't got no demons in here. And I'm like,
no demons.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, how are you gonna sit there and have a Demon Slayer game, but you don't have any of the demons from the anime that they dealt with up until this point? You know, I mean, it would make sense for you to put in not only protagonists but also the antagonists. You know, so I mean, even if like, because I heard they had like 2 more character slots, whatever, for characters, whatever. What's to stop them from putting in duplicates? I mean, because they've done this in the past. I mean, CC2 has done this in the past, you know. So I don't know, man. Like, I have no idea what's gonna happen in the future with this game, but I mean, I know I had to ask you, man, because I mean, I kind of feel the same way too. If I'm being honest, I mean, like the game from a visual aspect looks good. Bless you, little guy. But when we're talking about the roster size, when we're talking about overall mechanics, that like you said, reminds me too much of Naruto. You know, the Storm games. Right. It's not too much of a difference when you put the games side by side. You know, and I've played enough of Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games to know, like, this is not that much different. I mean, with the exception of the substitution jutsu meter, which wasn't even a thing until the second game, or was it the third one? I have no idea. But anyway, I don't know what they're going to do for that. I mean, like, I know there'll be defensive options in the game, but I don't think it's going to be to the point where it's like, you know, it's not going to look anything like Ultimate Ninja Storm. You know, that's the thing I'm worried about too. So, I mean, I think I might be I might be on your side, and I might just wait and see what they do. Because right now, I'm not, you know, seeing any of a reason for me to get it as of right now. I mean, like I said, it looks cool. And I definitely want to, you know, support that community because I know there's going to be people that's going to play it. But, I don't know. I don't see anything.
So maybe one good thing to come out of this. So it's a theory, and I'm hoping that it's true. Mm-hmm. So you know how Phantasy Star has Braver coming out next month, right?
Yes.
Kimetsu no Yaiba comes out, what, a month, 2 months from now?
Wait. We're going to get a Demon Slayer collab with PSO2?
Here's why I'm hoping. So a lot of people don't know Sega is actually publishing the game, while CC2 is the one developing the game. So as long as Sega is publishing the game and it's coming this soon, we don't have a single crossover event yet for New Genesis. Well, if they were on the rise, you now have the actual arsenal here to have katana camos, kimonos, everything that you could possibly have for a katana user right there at your disposal. The perfect crossover to promote a game, to promote another game, and to sell copies of another game while making money somewhere else.
Yeah.
It would be a missed opportunity if you didn't do it.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid they won't.
Yeah, games have definitely done this in the past. I'm pretty sure PSO2 has done this in the past also, where they promoted other games within their game, right?
Yeah. Attack on Titan, Gravity Rush,
Soccer
Border
Wars.
Break, Soccer Wars, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
recorded from the release too.
yeah, so
Soccer Wars is a great one.
They're definitely gonna
yeah.
do that shit.
I'm hoping, because if that was a missed opportunity, the issue is the issue at hand right now is the one who worked on episode 5 of PSO2, which was probably one of the worst episodes ever, specifically because there was always a drought period for months at a time. He's the one working on New Genesis right now. So that's kind of we're just like,
Yeah, I am.
no, we don't want this.
I'm going to relate to that, and the only reason why I'm relating to that is because during the first few years that I was playing Final Fantasy 14, we went through a major drought. Like, there was nothing to keep me invested in the game. So it was like, after that first initial drought period, I would go on and off like every year playing 14, to which somebody would sit there and notice I'm not playing and be like, yo, you should renew yourself. I'm like, why? Is there anything new? Not yet, but like in the next few months, I'm like, okay, look, let me know in the next few months. I'll come check it out. And if it interests me, I'll keep the sub going. Which, I mean, usually I would if it's like something interesting going on. Kiba, no. But otherwise, yeah, man. Yeah, like right now, I know I've been meaning to get back on PSO2. I haven't had much reason to as of recently to get on there. I mean, other than maybe just have to try to raise my BP up or something. I mean, because I'm like,
You're not missing much, my guy.
yeah, I was like, I mean, it's like the more I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should just sit this one out for a while. I mean, at least until something major happens. I mean, like right now, you know, Genshin Impact. I'm speaking to S-Fang's favorite subject because he loves to hoard it over my head when he gets shit. Oh my god. Inazuma looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
Amazing. And I'm loving the direction of the story. Not only that, I'm loving the fact that we got a whole new goddamn continent and stuff to explore. And I'm waiting for them to start putting commissions on in Inazuma, so I don't have to have a reason to go back to Mondstadt or even Liyue. Because I've sat through Liyue and Mondstadt.
They're now allowing us to. They actually have it in the game where we can pick where we want our daily commissions to be.
Oh,
smart.
That's a dub. That's a dub.
That's smart.
That's a dub. That is a dub. That is
I need to be download,
That's
man.
in the game right now.
Let me tell you right now. I just pulled recently when I came back to the game Tuesday. I pulled Ayaka on a single pull. I come back, I get a whole bunch of primo gems, right? I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll do a single pull, and the first damn single pull comes up as Ayaka. I'm like, wow, okay. So you MFers decide you don't get to have Klee. Your character streak's got to end. Because mind you, before Klee came into the picture, I was on a character streak, bro. I got almost every character up until the rerun of Klee's banner. And then after that happened, I'm like, I'm free. I don't have to sit there and keep the streak going. I don't have to have a reason to be as dedicated as I am, well, as I was before. You know, and people were like, you know, hey, Kazu was here, man. You should come back and pull. I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. I'm going to come back when either Inazuma drops or when the 1 year anniversary happens. And of course, the sooner it happened. Because I was this close to saying, you know what, I'll come back when the 1 year anniversary thing happens. But yeah, I came back. Inazuma's pretty cool actually, and I'm loving the character so far. The story, like just the lore in general. If you're not someone who plays already, then I'm gonna tell you right now, because I know people are like, man, you got to put some money in and all this and that. Not necessarily. You could sit there and buy a month pass where you could sit there, rack up 100 in like 150, 160 goddamn primo gems, depending on whether or not you do commissions or whatnot, or go open up treasure chests and shit. And you can save up for a multi-pull if you really, if you really want to, or do single pulls like I would normally do, just to make sure I get whoever it is I'm looking at on said banner. The one thing I will say is weapon banners are a scam. I'm not the only one that says this shit. So yeah, weapon banners are a goddamn scam. Unless you have all of this, and if I had 2 more hands, I'd do this like 2 more times. But if you got a lot of this, then you'll be able to get like any weapon on the weapon banner. Because right now, like I said, bro, if you're not rolling in the dough, then you're not gonna get crap. I mean, weapon banners.
Money controls the game. Money controls the planet.
Exactly.
Money is everything. You playing Pokemon right now, you can tell when somebody paid money because they'll 2-shot you.
Oh no,
they'll 2-shot you.
It's not even that. It's the fact that these motherfuckers are wailing on battle passes to get skins and all sorts of shit. I'm like, bruh. I mean, and even if people are like wailing to get item enhancers and all this and that to raise their shit up to like level 30, it's like, bro, if your ass ain't skilled enough to make use of those upgrades, then it's like you're wasting your fucking time. Like, I've seen people who would, put money into it to get item enhancers and just, to get certain items up to level 30 and shit, only to go into the games and they get mocked. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I mean, you could have just went about it naturally, but no, you figure, oh yeah, let me go ahead and put this money in. I'm gonna get my items up to level 30. I'm about to go around one shot and shit. But like, if someone runs interference on your ass and keeps you from leveling up or doing whatever it is you need to do, what then? What are you gonna do?
Exactly. It's not always about that. Like, I do like that about Pokemon Unite, is that you don't have to pay to win. There's no need for that, because like, if you get the battle pass, that's all you really need. They give you a whole bunch of things right there, and you level up naturally in the game. So the more you level up, the more things you unlock and the more items that you can get. And when you upgrade said items, like even for us, we got like level 10 to a level 15 items so far, maybe even higher now, since like we're grinding the game. Listen, I still do fairly well, but but compared to my other 4 teammates over here, I don't do as well as I think I do.
Look, man, because I know he was looking at me when he said that shit. Look here, bro. Look here, bro.
Listen, you, Vixene, Alex, motherfucking Jack, y'all do fucking well. Y'all play your part. Me, I'm hi, how you doing? I'm over there waving my hands and shit.
Look, you know what? Let me take a minute real quick. Let me take a minute, and I'm gonna plug you on something, because I just uploaded a video earlier. I started using Cinderace for the first time ever today on Ranked. Shout out to the homies Trey Pound and Katana Prime, 2 of the GOATs in the FGC, in my opinion. And if you don't think so, then oh goddamn well. Especially Katana Prime. That man deserves his flowers.
KP hard worker.
This man done went from, competing to just basically, he's like a player manager now, so he ain't got to worry about shit else. He can play whatever he wants to play without having that pressure of, playing a certain game or, placing well in tournaments and shit. And on top of it too, again, the man's a dope ass fucking commentator, bro. But I had the pleasure of playing with this dude twice on Pokemon Unite. Because the last time was like yesterday. I played with him yesterday. Today, I jumped on after taking the girlfriend to work. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me go on Twitch and see who's streaming Pokemon Unite. And lo and behold, I see Trey Pound. I'm like, okay. Let me go ahead and, ask this man if he wanted me to, come in with Greninja or Absol or Charizard even, And it went from me using those characters to me using... Greninja, well, not only Greninja, but I went and used Zeraora once, but then I went from that to using like Absol, then I went from Absol to using Cinderace after a while. I'm like, wait a minute, you know what? I'm gonna run Cinderace for a while, because I kind of like how you can snipe with this character.
Yeah,
and I know I'm not the only one.
Yeah, he can
snipe. Oh yeah. But let's just say, like, for my first official like ranked match with Cinderace, it was fun. He's a menace. If you don't think so, then clearly you are not playing good Cinderace. Is like, now mind you, I'm not good yet. I will be if I keep playing with that character, but there are some mean ass Cinderace players in this game that
Cinderace get washed.
Look here, sir. Cinderace don't get washed all the time, okay?
Not all the
depends
time.
on who's using them.
Showered on.
Look, man, look, Crustle.
He gets hit by the hard hitters. Like for both Cinderace and Ninetales, I feel they get hit by Snorlax, Machamp, Crustle, Slowbro, and Mr. Mime even. Mr. Mime with help, actually.
Now look, you want to know what I got to say to that? I say, in order to beat thy enemy, you must become thy enemy. Guess what I picked up today? I picked up Machamp. I'm gonna learn him.
Oh,
I'm
bro,
going to learn how to beat him.
I've seen some shit already. Just use Cross Chop and fucking Dynamic Punch. That's all you need.
Oh, man, did you forget about that website that I got with the builds and shit?
Bruh,
it's way more than that. It's way more than that.
I'm on, bro. I don't know. But let me go ahead and King Cosmo, I got a question for you, bro.
yeah.
King Cosmo, I got another one. On deck. You ready?
Toss him up. I'm ready.
Yeah. Come on, Jay, keep playing.
So check it out. Let's bring it back again. What was that first game you picked up and you instantly got hooked to gaming?
That's a good one.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
That's a GOAT game.
Man,
that's a good game.
No. That's one of the GOATs.
That's a GOAT game.
Tell him,
That was actually my first video game ever. My late great grandma, she had got me a Sega Genesis for my birthday with a copy of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and I have not missed a single Sonic game since. For the good or the bad, I haven't missed a single one.
So I would assume you played Sonic Forces.
Unfortunately.
We're in the same boat. Then.
There's some things I do want to know about Sonic Forces. I do not blame Sega for they lost a good portion of their development team and development for Sonic Forces. This was going to be the second game based off of the Archie comics that we were supposed to be getting. The first one that they did was back on the DS, Sonic Dark Brotherhood Chronicles. That game was amazing storytelling wise. It was a turn-based RPG for the Sonic series. Absolutely amazing. They got in trouble for that. Archie Comics is not having that one, so they haven't done one for a while. And then they finally picked up this one, and they were going to do it again. And if you notice, the story actually has some grit to it. You know, Infinite was out here actually killing people. Sonic getting his tail beat by the majority of his old villains. But if you notice, the game was actually unfinished. Chaos shows up in the very beginning of the cutscene, and was I not the curse? Did I curse?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, actually, to be fair, because I did finish Chronicles.
I thought I said tail. I don't know why. I think I got too passionate talking.
No.
You good.
I'm on the same wavelength, bro. I just wish we could have got another Sonic Chronicles game. First one was so dope. It was so good.
Yes.
Bro. Oh my god.
Now, did you hear about the new one?
I don't think so. No.
There's a new one. There's a new Sonic coming out.
There's a new Sonic coming out 2022. Sonic Rangers.
Yeah. I saw the trailer. Yes, I saw that.
It is told someone leaked information about the game. It is told that this one will be an open world Sonic game.
Are you telling me I'm about to finally get my wish?
No.
I'm about to wait. No. jkidd, no. I kind of wanted this for a while.
I don't.
I'm not gonna lie. I wanted an open world Sonic game. See, the thing that's going to break this game for me is if they fuck it up. I'm not gonna say how, but if they fuck this up, dude, then this is going to do probably worse than Sonic Forces.
What I have always loved about Sonic is that from going from point A to point B as fast as possible, and even if you're in the chemical plant zone or in the fucking casino stages and shit like that, even though those stages were always tough and you'll always find yourself going back and forth, you will always you have this huge map where you have to find point A to point B as fast as you can. That's what I love about the game. That's what I've always loved. Bro, come on, man. And the music too for every single state. Oh man, like
that's what I loved about Forces. Yes, Forces music was amazing, out of this world. Somewhere,
Sonic Chaos
top 10
was an open world game.
Which one?
Sonic Chaos, the one for PC, was an open world.
I remember
game.
that. I know what he's talking about. Yep, I seen it.
Oh, really?
So I mean, essentially, it's going to be kind of like Sonic Adventure. If I had to think about it, you know, it's going to have this whole open world where you can run. You can go as far as you want to go. There's going to be like these little, not really mini games, but collectibles that you can, you know, run up. You can probably have like these mini stages. You know how like you can go up the loop-de-loop or you can jump up some platforms. You might have some of those in the open world. But then when you actually go into the stages, they may lull you into like its own separate stage.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here for it. Like I said, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted
I'm on the
something
fence.
like that.
I
mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I mean, I totally understand where he's coming from when you know,
I mean, look what happened to all the other Sonic games that came out.
Well, look, we're not
Sonic
gonna
Colors was amazing.
Exactly.
Sonic Colors was one of the best.
Yes, I would say bar none. Like that was like the best game to ever come out. I mean, because let's face it, bro, 06 was a travesty. That shit was bug ridden. I mean, it's like you sit there, you think you making jumps. Oh no, you clipping through the ledges, floors, all that shit.
Shout out to the Game Grumps. I watched the Game Grumps play through that shit. That shit was amazingly funny. They broke the fucking game every single. Which Sonic game was it where they had the 3 of them and you can switch between the 3 characters?
Sonic Heroes.
Oh, was it?
I was Sonic Heroes.
Yeah,
where
I think
Knuckles broke the game, where you double jump, pause the game, exit back in, double jump, pause the game, and double jump, and you keep going, and you can actually break the map and glide to like the outside of the world.
Yeah, that was.
I never knew about this.
That shit is actually OD, where you double jump, and then you pause the game, unpause it, you can double jump again. So if there's any point in the level you can't reach, you just go ahead and do that.
Not like some speedrunner tech. That's what it kind of sounds like to me.
Yeah, I'm about to redo mine.
That shit just broke the game, dude. That shit was hilarious. But Sonic 3, that's a good pick, a solid pick as a first game to actually get your hands into the gaming world. So like, what was the first game of the JRPG MMO series, like of the genre? Which was that game that got you like really grinding that one?
That was legitimately Final Fantasy.
Yep. I see. Look, me and Kyle's like this, bro. I knew he was gonna say Final Fantasy. Come on now.
It was legitimately that one, specifically Final Fantasy 3. And then I went back and I played the other ones. My favorite one is Final Fantasy 6. Story-wise, the villain Kefka is one of my favorite villains of all time. I know how cliche that may sound, but honestly, I didn't realize how cliche that was until I got on Twitter. It's everyone's favorite villain, apparently. I thought it was just me. I thought that before Twitter, I thought everyone's favorite villain was Sephiroth. Not even gonna lie. And I realized everyone's favorite villain is Kefka, and it's great because I don't know. Final Fantasy 1 to me was basically the Dark Souls of the JRPG community. It was pretty much like you can go as far as you want, but I always hated the idea of getting stuck in that really hard place when you're not sure if you can get out. But if you can't get out, you either have to restart the entire game, or you have to pray to God that you can get out. And then if you do die, you got to reset right back where you were and try to get out safely.
Yep.
One of the worst feelings, but yeah, it was the Dark Souls. But it was still a really fun game. And it did take me a minute to get into, because although I like Final Fantasy, I didn't really like other turn-based games. And then as I got older, I started getting more, attuned to them, started playing more games, and I started to create a sort of affection for them. The story started becoming more important to me than the actual gameplay. The gameplay was just kind of like a happy Easter egg. Move forward, started becoming my favorite thing, because I started playing action RPGs like crazy because they just seemed more fun. But turn-based RPGs is where it's at. I don't think that'll ever die for me.
Nah, it won't, bro. Turn-based. I mean, people have this misconception about turn-based RPGs like not being a thing anymore because of action RPGs, and especially after
the action RPGs aspect is always because of the US. Because the US, everybody wants fucking guns blazing, flashy explosions, blah blah blah, all this bullshit. That's the American side. Like for us gamers who are like everybody's a gamer. If you play games, you're a gamer. But like you need to appreciate other ways of playing, especially like turn-based, because I find turn-based like very like methodical and tactical, because there's no other way of putting it. You can obviously you can just run into a building, if you die, whatever, but some games you just need to be tactical and you need to survive that fight, because I know damn well like not a lot of games are what is the word, what is that word, it's just like you have to beat it unless you Remorseful? No, that's not the word. Remorseful. No, that's not the word.
Nah.
No, it's like
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help.
I'm trying to figure out that word.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's not nice.
Yeah.
A lot of games are not nice.
Oh no, they
Like-
don't show a lot of mercy.
There you go. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. So it's just like tactical to take on a game tactically in a turn-based setting is like, I guess it's more why am I thinking about big words and I can't think about big words? What is wrong
Methodical.
with me? That's another one. What was that, Cosmo?
Yeah.
No, say it again.
No, because I forgot what I said. Hey, welcome to the CommonHeads podcast, y'all.
Here we go.
I think S-Phase just said what you were thinking about. Say it again.
No, like yeah, methodical,
Methodical.
but going about it methodically, and then like
Yeah.
when you're in, it's like you feel more accomplished
Yeah.
in
Oh yeah, very much so.
in that tactical setting of turn-based games. You know what I mean?
I know.
It's just like Dark Souls. You continuously fight the boss, and then hopefully you win. But imagine fighting that boss in turn-based, and you have to think about more shit.
Man.
Oh shit!
I mean, at that point, I'm just testing
Not
to
really.
see if my strategy can outdo the game strategy. I mean, because when you break it down, man, it's like you never know what's gonna happen with these games right here, especially with the bosses being as difficult as they are.
Mhm.
I mean, 1 minute you're thinking I got the advantage, the next you're like, oh no, I lost the person. Like, what am I going to do? And another thing too, making sure you're always prepared. You always got to make sure you're prepared. Phoenix downs, potions, high potions, elixirs, whatever, bro. You go into any boss fight or any area where the enemies are stronger than or a little bit stronger, if not a lot stronger than you are, then you're screwed. So it's like it's more of making sure you're well prepared to face any threat, and then not only that, but making sure your strategies are on point. And it's like with me, I don't necessarily have a set strategy. I'm usually adapting on the fly when it comes to a lot of these turn-based RPGs, especially with these difficult boss fights.
Right.
So it's like I'm more or less testing the limits of like my methodical thinking as far as can I outthink this boss before he kills me, basically.
One of my favorite turn-based RPG games was Chrono Trigger.
Oh, that was
Because I could never beat that that final boss that was in that different realm when you that crab looking thing with a
Yeah,
spike.
Yeah.
How the hell did you
I
beat
know what
it?
he's talking about.
Hold on, I need
How
to,
do you
I need to
beat
Google
it?
search this. Hold on, real quick. Hold
I
on.
believe the last boss was named.
Yeah, I could never beat it. I was so leveled. I thought I was really high level. I was so prepared. I
See.
thought I was prepared. I could never beat it in my childhood. Still to this day, I have given up.
What is
See,
this thing? It looks
So
like
I know what he's
it looks
talking
like weird looking cell.
Yeah.
It looks
Lavos,
like
that was his name. Lavos,
Yeah.
that was the boss's name.
Okay.
But Lavos was tough.
I could never beat it.
I mean, I got lucky because I was supposed to die. Like I remember playing it for the first time ever on like 3DS, and I got to the final fight because there's like I think it's like 3 phases of that fight. I'm not sure, but I remember getting to the final phase, like the actual final one, and I got by with a sliver of health, bro. And I'm like, okay, I feel accomplished. But then the game's like, yeah, do it again on New Game Plus. Like, no, fuck that, bro. You crazy.
The New Games Plus always gets you.
Yeah, man. They want you to go back in with with the gear you had before, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it, dude.
I mean, you can always upgrade the gear, right? Can you always upgrade the gear?
I think you can.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think you can upgrade the gear, but I was like, I still didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
I'm
because you
like,
can
no.
get armored. You can get like the Dragonborn armor plus or whatever the fuck it could be. I don't know. I barely play JRPGs. I apologize. I was a Legend of Zelda and fucking Metal Gear Solid kid.
You know what? I would be willing to count Legend of Zelda as a role-playing game because technically you're playing the role of Link,
True.
the hero of time or descendant of the hero of time, which is
Yeah.
based off of freaking Link from Skyward Sword, like the very beginning of this whole damn thing, which I just found out like literally last week. Like it all starts at Skyward Sword.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
read that.
huh.
I read that, and now I was just like, I just need to play through it. So hopefully by the next in the next 2 weeks, if I'm not getting
Yeah.
more Pokemon cards, I can get it.
Oh my god. Okay, so Kaz, I gotta ask you a question, bro. Out of
Sure.
all the games you played, what was the most difficult one? And matter of fact, what was the most difficult boss fight you've ever encountered?
So I can't really answer that.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
there must be
I-
more than one.
I don't think I've ever encountered a difficult boss before.
Oh, so you got the juice like that? Okay.
I just like, okay, even with Sephiroth back in Kingdom Hearts time, I didn't even go in on him taking him seriously the first fight. I would mess around a little bit and just try to fill out his attacks, and it's like, okay, cool, what happens if I get to this HP? All right, now what happens if I get to this HP? You know, because I always do, like, if I'm fighting certain bosses, I'm always expecting certain phases. And so I play around, and then I fill them out for their attacks, and I'm like, all right, I could probably use this or that. And I never really say anything that's like a one shot, like, because I die in video games. Who doesn't, right? But I never give one shot bosses. You know, PSO2 for instance has a lot of bosses that just one shot for the sake of it. I'm just like, all right, cool. That doesn't make you hard. Just get one shot it. You know, you got like 50 beams shooting after me. If one hits me, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. Whatever. But I can't really think of a boss that I actually considered tough or hard.
Have you played the Dark Souls series?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
It took me a minute to get used to Dark Souls, and then because my first one was Bloodborne, actually.
Okay.
It took me a minute to get used to that one, and then I came back like a week later, completely wrecked the boss, and then went through the game before the rest of the week was up. But that was after my friend explained to me how Dark Souls worked, because I kept going straight to the boss, thinking, okay, I just got to kill all these enemies and then go straight to the boss. No. Kill all these enemies, go to the campfire, reset the map, kill more enemies, level up my weapons, then go to the boss. So I will say, if we're going to say that, I had to be the Blood-Starved Beast.
Oh.
Because I had no idea what I was doing going into a Souls-like game for the first time. But since then, beat Bloodborne, went back and played the other Dark Souls, and then finished off with Dark Souls 3 in the DLC. It's been a pretty fun game, honestly.
Yeah. I
But those were actually, yeah, I can say those were tough.
Okay. No, that was a good answer. I actually like that. I mean, Dark Souls is tough. I mean, if you ain't prepared for it, I mean,
I'm not.
a lot.
Never. I would never be prepared for that damn game.
I wasn't either. I jumped into Dark Souls 1 thinking, okay, this ain't gonna be that bad. And then, of course, you know, I get to the first boss fight and I'm like, okay, clearly I'm not ready for this.
Oh yeah.
Clearly.
The idea of having a strategy and then going in, and then the strategy is beaten.
Yeah, it's that Mike Tyson catchphrase. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. That's usually what happens with me in Dark Souls games.
Typically in JRPGs, everybody got a plan so that one hit deals you 80% of your HP. Everyone has a plan so that one boss casts Doom, and it's like, you gotta beat me in 15 turns. Hello?
Or the Tonberries, bro. Tonberries will sit there and one shot your ass too with that damn chef knife. Screw them.
Final Fantasy 15 Tonberries, I cheated. When they told me y'all had to go through this whole dungeon and I couldn't heal, I said, that's funny, because last I checked, I could still use magic, and y'all let me mix magic with potions, so that's how I'm going to heal through this dungeon. I'm just going to keep popping my bullets, and I just healed my way through the dungeon. And that was, them Tonberries did not see that coming, but I can't lie, they were definitely one-shotting my my team. I could not get near the Tonberries. Like, every time they got close to one, shoot, gone. All right.
Yeah, that shit sucks, bro. Oh man, you know what?
Those games. Man.
Yeah, see, if you ain't built like that, bro, you ain't gonna have a good time. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
And I played fighting games.
I mean, fighting games is a different story, though, man. I mean, come on now. But we talking like actual games that requires you to, you know, strategize, and when strategy don't work.
Fighting games, you have to strategize.
Strategize, yeah.
Well, that's true. Some people go into the game and not have a strategy. They just fight off of instinct.
True.
Excuse me, I think you're talking about RC's games. Anyway,
Yo, the shots have been fired.
what I've noticed ever since RC stopped
Yo.
doing technical style versus stylish gameplay, a lot more people have been really banking on these auto combos or these like true combos but have no neutral game whatsoever. I really think they need to go back to technical, because I remember back in Blaze Blue, if you didn't finish a combo, you dropped that thing hard, and when you drop that thing hard, if that person knows how to do a combo, you're losing 80% of your health, maybe 75 if you're lucky if you don't have break.
Right.
I can get the crap out of bullets. So.
Yeah, I play Blaze Blue. Cross leg.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Cross tag was fun. I just never could get into it. I don't know what
neither.
it is. I always went back to
tried.
Marvel 3.
That's because
Yeah,
that's your
can
bread and
bullshit.
butter. That's your bread and butter. That's more of your expertise.
Yeah.
I stay away from it because I don't know nothing. I know nothing at all. Oh shit! You know, okay, look, because I know it's getting about that time, right? So, I got one final thing to ask Cosmo.
Yes, I do love cupcakes. What's up?
Okay, man. So look, I know you were like on Twitter like all those times like me. Probably saw all the, the fandoms going nuts. Who's your favorite wife from Final Fantasy, bro? It only gonna have to be just one. It's just the entirety of Final Fantasy. Who is your waifu? This I have to know.
Can I do a top 3?
Do a top 3.
Yeah, do a top 3. Do a top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah, top 5.
Sarah, Final Fantasy 13. Why? Reasons. There is no other person in Final Fantasy 13 who I could say is more ride or die than Sarah. This girl has gone through becoming a Lassie. She has gone through the different prospects of time and multiverses to get to where she needed to be for her man. I'm sorry. Plus, she's just as kind-hearted and strong-willed as Tifa.
Yeah.
I mean, I know even Tifa would do that, but I gotta say Sarah. Sarah, plus the pink hair, you can't really deny that.
Yeah, you're right.
She's probably a lot better to be with than Lightning, because Lightning, the good old twist, that's Lightning right there. But no, definitely Sarah.
Yeah, okay.
And then I gotta say Tifa, Final Fantasy 7, complete ride or die, absolute down to earth. The reason why Aerith is not on that is because it was between Aerith and Tifa, and Aerith is too much of a gremlin. I swear to God, she's too much of a gremlin. Just the type that she is somebody I would.
I can hear all the Aerith stands right now.
They gonna be mad at us, bro. Oh shit.
She can be a sister, but not a waifu. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine, bro.
What are you doing, Step Bro?
No! Shut up! No.
Oh God. Tamisha.
Okay.
Hate me all you want.
Okay.
Sometimes you just like them evil. Sometimes you just like them like that. She's elegant in a really, really weird sense. I don't know.
I love him evil.
If I had to choose one ugly evil, it would be Tamisha,
Yeah.
Ishtola, just because of the British accent. But the reason why she's in 4th place is because in Final Fantasy Dissidia NT, she pissed me off because she constantly would nuke my entire team. And then 5th, Shantoto.
Wait, Shantoto? Okay, I need to hear why. You gotta give me some.
That was a joke one. I say that because Shantoto be spitting every second of the day.
I know what he's talking about too, bro. She be flaming people.
Have you ever heard Shantoto speak?
She be flaming people too, by the way. She got a mouth on her, dude. She don't care. I swear she don't care.
What?
Shantoto got a mouthpiece, bro.
She's a Lalafell one.
Yeah.
But she speaks in rhymes.
Oh yes.
and she will talk so much shit. It's so adorable because one, she has this British accent, but then she will talk. Oh, she will talk all this trash about you, but will lie every time. She's having rap battles in the middle of a conversation, talking trash about you.
Yes.
It's kind of cute. It's kind of adorable. But that would be, you gotta have the faithful one, the cute one, the weird one, the ugly one.
Yeah.
Not a generic waifu pick, I know, but Sean Toto.
Yes.
So Sean Toto is the Killer Bee version of the Final Fantasy world.
Oh,
Bakayoru.
Bakayoru, Koreyaru.
Bro, okay.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
If I had to choose a real top 5, like a straight up top 5, then it would be Sarah, Tifa, Yuna, Rihanna, of course. Yuffie if she was older.
Yes.
By
I would have to agree.
Was that for?
by Cheesecake's face, that is a solid list.
No. Kind of partially agree. I mean, here's my take, right? We need to see a much older Yuffie because I'm tired of them always backpedaling when it comes to her. It's like we seen her already when she's 16. We seen her again in like Advent Children and again in Dirge Cerberus and stuff, especially in Dirge Cerberus because she's like 18, I would believe, right? But yeah, they backpedaled again, obviously because the remake is a sequel. So I would like for them, if they were to continue on with the 7 compilation, to give us a much older version of Yuffie. Let's see how she's matured over time, how she's become more or less of a leader of the Wu-Tai and everything else. Because I mean, eventually she's gonna have to lead her people because her dad can't do it forever, obviously. So she's gonna have to fill that role at some damn point, and I would like to see how she does that. But she is one of my wild card picks, and the only reason why is because she's hyper, and she reminds me of a certain hyperactive knucklehead ninja from the freaking Leaf Village, but still. Exactly. But yeah, man, I like that list. I like the list a lot, man. But you know what? Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me. I mean, if you guys got any more questions for Cosmo before
obviously you watch some anime, right?
Oh yeah, give us the top 5, bro.
Give us the top 5 anime shows.
Oh, when it comes to top 5,
Because the top 5 anime shows.
Number 1, Kenichi's Mightiest Disciple. That goes to the anime.
Oh,
yo, we going
I
back.
remember that one. That's a good one.
Kenichi. Yes.
Yeah, I watched that. I watched that one.
That's the one he always got his ass suplexed by the girl, right?
Yes.
Was that? Yeah, that is the one in the beginning.
The manga,
I love that anime.
the manga, he becomes a literal boss, but not for getting his salad tossed multiple times.
Yeah.
It is the true definition of a shonen. It is the underdog, not having this I'm a god really, but you don't know nothing about that. Well,
right.
A demigod, or I'm like the son of this guy. No. Kenichi is just a kid who ripped his tail off to get where he was and became one of the most dangerous dudes on the planet.
Yeah, he did. Yes. He did. He worked his ass off.
Kenichi.
Yes.
Number 2, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'm gonna say Brotherhood. I do like Full Metal. Brotherhood is just more of like the actual main manga story. I do like Full Metal for its filler though, so I will throw that in there. But Brotherhood hands down. Number 2. 3, I want to say Psychopath season 1.
Oh yes.
But season 1 hands down. Beautiful. Told the story perfectly. Had a lot of great philosophy in it that I do 100% agree with about society and the dystopian world. It just honestly just was a masterpiece in its own. 3 or 4 is actually a movie, but it's Summer Wars, hence my name, Xingkazma. Summer Wars.
Oh right. I noticed. I heard that name before. I just couldn't put the thing together.
Yeah,
Summer Wars. Yes. Yes. I realized that just now.
Machine. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly suggest going to go see the movie. It's like Digimon, the first Digimon movie on crack. Absolutely amazing.
Okay.
And you got to see it for yourself. There's actually a second one coming out too.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I gotta get a release date for it. There's 5. If there had to be a 5, Shaman King.
Hell yes! Fuck
Let's go.
yes!
Shaman
Fuck
King.
That's
yes!
a good one.
Shaman King is the GOAT. Nobody says Shaman King is the GOAT, bro. Oh my god! Please tell me
I
you've been
played a
watching
Shaman King GBA game, and that's how I kind of knew
I
of
played
it.
the GBA games. I played the GameCube game. Bruh, don't fuck. Shaman King is the GOAT. Bro.
I'll see myself on the way out because I don't think I ever watched Shaman King.
Hey, it's the reboot. There's a reboot. There's a reboot, sir. There's no fucking excuse now.
I have
you
a
gotta watch the reboot.
I have a backlog, bro.
Netflix.
Look, if I could somehow manage to fit Megalobox season 2 in my entire backlog of anime, which ain't really all that fucking big anyway, because I'm picky like that, then I know you can fit in Shaman King. Goddammit.
Netflix.
I don't have Netflix. I usually watch it on websites that we should not. Yeah.
Allegedly. Shut up.
I'll watch it on my my Apple hairpin.
Yeah. Okay. There's a reboot coming. It's going to tell the actual manga story. Although I say be very wary, and I highly recommend you read the manga instead.
Okay.
I personally have a huge issue with the way Netflix does things. Especially with their anime. They like to take like what is supposed to be like one season, and then they cut it in half and make that one season. They've done it with their last 2 recent ones. I don't know if they're going to do the same with Shaman King. Record of Ragnarok, they literally did like 3 fights, all in the cluster, and then basically introduced the last 2 fights, and then cut it right there and said that's season 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm not gonna spoil what happens at the end of season 1, bro. All I gotta say is, like, I would say that second to last fight before the season even ends, that was like by far one of my favorite fucking fights of all time. Like, bar none. Like, I mean, I've seen. I would say there's maybe like 1 or 2 fights in the anime, but I'm not gonna say what because I want you to see for yourself. However, I will say, like I said, the second to last fight before the season ends, by far my favorite. That would be like my number 1 favorite fight in all of Records of Ragnarok, like hands down.
Okay.
But definitely watch Summer Wars. Like, drop everything you're doing right now. Just pick it up. Just
Oh.
go watch
Go
it.
ahead, Dickhead. You good?
Yeah.
You good.
We'll watch it tonight if you want to.
It's a good hour and 40 minutes of just like the best thing you'll ever see.
I know, but
There
we're
you go.
gonna be on Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, that's true. I do plan to
It's
play later.
okay.
I wanna
It's okay.
know something. I wanna know something because this is gonna pique my interest even more, Xingkazma. I wanna know something.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna
Because
ask how old
obviously we watched Naruto. We've all watched Naruto and Shippuden, right? Obviously.
Here we go.
I
Here we
wanna
go.
know your favorite character outside of the main bloodlines
in Naruto.
in Naruto. Your favorite character outside of the Uchihas, outside of the fucking Uzumakis.
Tenten.
Respect.
Oh, damn. We going with
Respect.
Tenten. Wait, hold on. Why?
Uh-oh.
Tenten is probably the realest character in all of Naruto. Tenten
Preach.
never wanted to do much. Tenten just wanted to live peacefully and be a ninja.
She did.
Tenten's life has never been overbearing, never been a prophecy, never been in danger, like all the time. Tenten just been chilling. I can
Yeah.
respect that. And then when she gets older, she's just chilling. I can respect
Exactly.
that.
And she did show out. She did show out a little bit in the Ninja War also.
She did.
She did.
And that's the other reason why I like her, because no matter what she is doing, people can clown her all she wants. She does not have a main plot in the story. That's why she doesn't get as much love to shine. Right?
That's true.
You want. And say whatever you want about Tenten. But when it was time to pull up for that war, she pulled up for that war.
She pulled up.
Like,
She definitely
man.
did.
Praise
Except everybody here, Tenten's like, all right, bet. Get the scrolls. He's shooting.
Just
Yeah.
pull him right out. Yeah, what's up, yo?
She was actually one of my best characters. And you got Yuzuki in Ultimate Ninja. No, I'm sorry, Clash of Ninja Revolution. The one that came out in Japan but never came out here. the Gentoku special EX thing. Yeah, she and Yugao were like two of my favorite characters. So.
And who?
Yes, sir.
Yugao Yuzuki. She was actually one of the Umble Blackout partners with Kakashi, the purple hair one.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
Yep.
I love
okay.
her.
Yep.
I love
I know what
her.
you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I love her.
She was in the game.
Yeah.
And
She
Probably one of
ain't
the best
really get
actors.
no time to shine either.
Nah, she didn't.
She shined in the movie.
Yeah, she did in the movie.
Which
She did in the
one?
movie.
I barely
the,
watched the movies, to be honest.
It
with
was
you.
Kakashi's Guide
What?
movie, I think.
We gotta fix that, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
it
because
was the Kakashi Guide one.
the Naruto movies I watched was the one where it was the one before. It was the okay. I watched the two last ones. Those were the movies I watched.
Okay.
So the two
With
last
Fire.
movies, those are the ones I watched from Naruto.
Okay.
Fire was the one I think you gotta watch for Yugao.
I just
Yes.
I just ask these questions because my boy Kisame Hoshigaki, the realest motherfucker on the show, who don't snitch on nobody. Oh, y'all caught
Didn't
me?
say
Bet.
shit.
I'll bite my tongue. I'll do this jutsu, and I'm out like a G with my own jutsu. That's my favorite character. Outside of the bloodlines.
Yeah. I'll go out and say Rock Lee, bro. Man didn't know not a lick of genjutsu, not a lick of ninjutsu, but he had that taijutsu on lock,
Bro, Rock Lee?
Mhm.
He was like, Guy Sensei, I'm not supposed to take these weights off. Don't worry about it. All right. What does he think that's gonna do? Like Garo's over like, that's not gonna do any boom. S-Bags, what about you?
Yeah, what you got for him,
Oh,
man?
me?
Outside of the bloodlines?
I like the red-haired, the one that was assisting Sasuke.
Oh, Kara?
The one that
Karen?
could-
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one she's all hot and bothered for Sasuke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I liked her because she's simple and she's the healer.
Yes. Yeah, you gotta bite her to just to get healed. Like what? Okay, man, that's like some BDSM ish right there, bro.
That is
Huh?
He said that's some BDSM ish right there. And I said, is that a problem?
No, it's not. No, it is not. I ain't complaining, bro. Hey, look.
Hey, I
I
ain't
get to
complaining.
heal from biting. I'm a bite. I'm sorry.
Girl, hey girl, let me come over here and heal real quick.
Like, why are you biting so hard? You are really into this. Turns out I got cancer. Hold on real quick.
Oh God, bro. Like, hold on, let me hear real fast, man. Come on. You good?
Hey,
I'm good for it.
Hey girl, get over here. Why you biting so hard? I got lupus. Get over here.
Oh my God, dude. Y'all fucking.
Clash of Ninja, oh my god, Clash of Ninja they actually switched on that versus Ultimate Ninja Storm. You would have actually had a fighting game community Naruto game that could have actually been taken to the tournaments.
It could have been. Clash of
Wow.
Ninja was actually pretty good. I
Yeah.
swear, bro. Oh my God, Clash of Ninja was
It's like
good.
Tekken. It's like Tekken, but if
Yep.
you're playing with someone that knows how to play,
Mhm.
I'm able to take out two of my friends with one character.
Wait, I
Bro,
think
me and my
I've
brother used to
seen.
box on that game.
I think I've seen tournament footage of that Clash of Ninja.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I've seen tournament footage of that where like some of the broken characters were
Itachi was one of the main one, bro. Itachi was the main one. I swear to
hold
God,
on,
he
there
was.
was other broken characters. I mean, Naruto was a good character, obviously.
Yeah,
Poster
he
boy.
was.
But
Cho-
was it Choji?
Yeah, Choji was another one.
Choji would juggle you in the corner and then human boulder you to death and juggle you with the human boulder.
Yep.
Yeah, so there was Choji, and there was Zetsu, I believe, was also like one of those characters that were top tier in that game for some reason.
I want to say
Oh,
yeah.
and I guess a favorite character of mine is from the original series, the one who was using his bones as weapons.
Kimimaru.
Kimimaro.
Yep,
Yeah.
Kimimaru.
Yeah, he was like one of my favorites.
But he's
Just because of how he was.
just thinking
Motherfucker
about
sat
that.
there was all like, "Ah,
Nah,
that was
bro,
so-
like
so-
that didn't bother me. Him pulling out his own spine bothered me.
Yeah,
That one, I was just like, oh,
that Keke
God
Genkai,
damn.
bro.
That Keke Genkai was insane. Imagine what's his face or her face. I'm sorry. if he or she, I'm sorry, was still alive and didn't die in the first season. Fucking Haku. Yes, imagine if Haku perfected that Kekkei Genkai.
And look, no one's fucking with Haku at that point then.
Besides Itachi.
Yeah, besides Itachi.
Contrary to popular belief, Haku should not have lost that fight.
You
feel me?
Should not. Dude, at all. Should not have lost that fight.
At all.
Should not have lost that fight.
At all.
But it's because, I mean, I don't think he lost the
plot armor, bro.
I don't think he lost the fight technically. He just like dove away to save what's his face? I keep forgetting names. Zabuza.
He got
he dove in to save Zabuza and died in the process.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, because Haku was fucking them all up, bro. The only reason why Haku kind of lost was because of plot armor. You know, Naruto having a nine-tailed fox and it showing itself for the first time ever in the damn series.
Yeah.
And like the fact that Haku was able to do something that even Sasuke didn't know how to do until the very end of Naruto was you can literally take someone's hand and use their hand and do one-handed signs.
Yep.
You can just do it yourself and do one hand.
Weaving the jutsus using somebody else's limb, like, bro, okay.
Yeah.
And it was like the last time I seen anybody do that in the entirety of Naruto was Sasuke at the very last episode when he fought Naruto.
That was the most disrespectful.
How to do that? You use his hand, and here's the thing: Sasuke still had to use Naruto's hand.
Yeah.
So Haku only had to use one hand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's it. That means potentially Haku can do two jutsus at once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Haku was, man, a lot of potential that was just wasted in that first goddamn, major fight.
That major fight that lasted a couple episodes was really, like, I'm just thinking, like, oh my god, if Haku or like that one, the three tail, was it the three tail with the bubbles? Was it the three tail?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the three tail with the bubbles. If he actually survived, but then again he met up with Itachi and Kisame, so yikes.
Yeah, they took his ass, man. Took him down with the quickness too, man.
Yeah,
Tachi's
ass.
Tachi don't be fucking around, bro.
Not at all. Not at all. Exactly. Itachi the GOAT.
Hey, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Itachi the GOAT.
Yes, sir.
The only one to actually like carry out orders, but at the same time protect the village and protect your little brother, even though like all this shit was going on, and keep a secret. Man.
Yes, sir.
Why they killed Neji the way they did? Didn't need to happen. He got killed by and he was basically groomed to block since he was a kid. Projectiles.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, fucking rotation just didn't work that time, huh?
Right.
Actually, you really want to think about it.
I will say right now, Neji dying was so effed up. I'm like, bro, like right as soon as this man was like on his redemption arc too.
Okay, everybody has their debts that they just like they can't get over.
Jiraiya.
Obviously Jiraiya, but King Cosmo, what is yours? If it Huh?
Naruto? Like Naruto death?
Yeah, Naruto deaths.
Yo, dang, do I not have one?
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm like Jiraiya, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay. What about Neji then? I mean, you got to admit, Neji was on the road to redemption, and for him to die the way he did before he was able to like redeem himself, I mean, you got to admit.
I felt like Neji's death was just too scripted. Like,
yeah, they forced it.
I was more angry at his death than I was upset about it.
That's what I'm saying. They forced that shit. I'm like, bro, why would you kill him off? There was no point. There really was no point.
My shit was obviously Jiraiya's up there, but Jiraiya is second. I'm sorry, Jiraiya is second because Saratobi Sensei.
Yeah. Yo, yes.
Yes.
The third, yeah, that actually kind of hurt more than Jiraiya. I mean, Jiraiya hurt, but
that was the one where I actually bawled out in tears, bro. Because I was still a little at the time, but
yeah,
Saratobi Sensei
was not expecting them to do that to him like that, and he he got the worst of it out of the entire series, if you ask me.
Yeah, he did. That actually made me hate Orochimaru. Like, for real. I was like, yeah, fuck this dude, man. Fuck him, man. I hate that motherfucker.
Oh wait,
I'm thinking about
I'm thinking about
Azuma.
I'm thinking about his son. The Lord Third's son.
Asuma Sensei.
Asuma Sensei. Yes, I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
Asuma Sensei dying hurt too,
Asuma Sarutobi. His one hurt.
Yeah,
his one hurt. Because like I watched all of it. Right?
Oh no,
from like the beginning to where they did the flashbacks and all that shit, like showing them and him actually like telling Kurenai his feelings and things like that, and fucking going all the way on to where he fought fucking Dick Neck and Dick Brain.
Dude.
Yeah,
the unkillable dude.
Yeah, Dick Neck and Dick Brain. That's what I'm calling him.
Dick Brain, bro.
You know the worst part about his death?
Huh?
Jiraiya died the exact same way. Literally after confessing to Tsunade, basically, and then going
yeah,
up.
he did.
Ski member.
Well, hold on. Did he confess to Tsunade though? Because I think Tsunade.
It was subliminally, bro. Like it's like he said what he needed to say to her without really saying.
Right, he didn't say anything, but Tsunade obviously, Tsunade like was the one that she knew. She wanted him to come back.
I mean, he's always told her throughout like their entire life that he actually fucking liked her ass, right? But she never really reciprocated his feelings. So it wasn't until after he died where she kind of was like, okay, I mean, I had feelings for the dude. I just didn't want to,
right?
No type shit.
Mm-hmm. Felt so bad.
That was.
Oh, who else got it really bad? Shikaku and Inoichi. They called it the worst because during the Great Ninja War, they were doing telepathy from the tower, and the tentacle sniped them from halfway across the fucking field.
That shit sucked.
That one came swift though.
Yeah, that was swift.
Yes, it was, but it was still sad because they basically died, and their kids heard everything.
Bro, strength to Shikamaru also. Strength to him because he knew what just happened and he's like, yeah, let's finish this war.
Yeah, that man was like, look, we'll mourn later, bro. We got to do this shit because if we don't do it now, we're gonna pretty much end up like them, dude. So yeah,
that shit was, oh my god.
Yeah, that shit sucked, bro.
And he relayed the message to his, oh man, that part.
Yeah, the way they did it, I was like, yo,
because that's man. Shikamaru had to talk to both of them on their deathbeds. Both his dad and Asuma. Holy shit.
That shit sucked, dude. I'm like, yeah. So that was.
I just thought of that. That just fucking clicked.
And he lost a father figure and a father. That shit sucks.
He's the characters in Naruto.
Right. Shikamaru's the goat. I don't care what nobody says.
Shikamaru.
That's my spirit animal.
Like,
Shikamaru's my spirit animal, bro. I swear to God.
Choji.
Choji bagged the baddest one.
Huh?
Choji did bag the baddest chick in Naruto.
Hey, I'll give him props. I give him props. You know, him getting, like, hey.
Choji got a chick from the
Sai got Ino.
From Sai got Ino. Choji got someone from the
cloud, right?
the hidden cloud.
Yeah.
Bro, he did though. He did. But King Cosmo, this comes to the point of the podcast. We're gonna ask you, would you like to send out a message to anyone listening right now? Like some closing words for everybody.
Give us that wisdom.
Watch Summer Wars.
Yeah.
Best movie ever.
That was more of a message to jkidd.
It's okay. I'm gonna make him watch it tonight.
But as far as our messages go, this is something I always say to people, especially if you're ever looking to get into content creation or anything. Always one, take care of yourself. That's rule number one. If you gotta take a break, take a break. But at the end of the day, stay happy, stay healthy, stay holy, stay humble.
Yes.
And trust the process.
Trust the motherfucking bro.
Trust the process. Damn.
Yes, sir.
That's a preach from us.
Oh boy, you know what? Yeah, I will say all in all, this was a fun time. We were just vibing out, talk about things that we just like, bro. I mean, hey, this is what we do though, man. Over here at CommonHeads Podcast, we vibe out, we nerd out, and in the end, we'll throw a message your way, without nerding out too much. But you know the vibes. Episode 12, baby. All right, with that, thanks. It's look, we're gonna start with you first before we start throwing out links and shit. You let them know where they can find you at.
S_fangs on Twitch, S_fangs, S_fangs69 on Twitter, S_fangs on YouTube. You know where I'm at. You know where to find my content.
Yes, sir.
I've been streaming some Celeste lately, so if you want to watch some Celeste, come to my way.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
damn.
Yes, sir. Give us some closing statements, bro. What you got for the people out there, man? Episode 12. Come on.
Stay vibing. Keep on the trends not on Twitter, but the gaming trends with the new games coming out.
Right. All right, jkidd, you up, man. Let them know where they can find you at and give us that wisdom.
Hey guys. Listen, stay happy, stay humble, stay healthy, live, laugh, love. Man, just play the games you love, man. And if you want to share that content with the world, go ahead and share the content with the world. It's always the games you love first before you start finding some other shit. You know what I mean? Pokemon Unite is good. Go ahead and play it, yo. I'm just saying.
It's the go.
Pokemon Unite is actually really fucking good. It is actually really fucking good. Y'all can find me. Y'all can find me just about everywhere at IOC_jkidd808. So yeah, that's my closing statements. Y'all have a good night.
All right, man. For me, look, like I said earlier, dude, TPH hit the nail on the head, bro. Do not be a trend follower. Be a trend setter. Follow your own path. Be a trailblazer. I mean, sure enough, look, you don't got to fit in with anybody or any crowd or any community, really, man. Be you. Do you. And let the rest take care of itself. And if you want to know where you're going to find more of this attitude, you will find me everywhere from YouTube to Twitter to Instagram to TikTok to even Twitch, where I'm currently streaming right now, by the way, at thecheezcakeman. All right. And with that, we're going to bring episode 12 to a conclusion. Cosmo boy, thank you for popping on and talking with us and sharing with us your loves, your dislikes, even though we already got a few of them. I mean, come on now. It's all good, though. It's all good. But anyway, look, thank you for coming on, brother. And we going to have to do a follow-up at some point where we, talk about certain things, because I didn't want to bring it up, but we will be discussing this at some point in the future. We will bring you back on. As my word is my bond, jkidd, we bringing him back on because I didn't want to bring this up today, but the next time we will talk about this because Cosmo knows where I'm going with this. I feel it was unfair for a certain platform to not give this man a check mark, but we will save it for the next time.
Oh, right. You were talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll save it for the next time when we're talking about our gripes with, certain platform. But anyway,
yo, give this man a check
mark. Yeah. All right, YouTube. We are out. This is the CommonHeads Podcast, episode 12, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like or dislike. Any feedback is good feedback, as my friend, the Random Black Gamer, always says. And we are out. Peace.